Good morning, dear students. Previous class we discussed Levy's dot structure and calculation of formal charge on each atom in the molecule or ion. Then today's discussion is limitations of octet rule. Limitations of octet rule. From this octet rule, the large number of compounds are explained on the basis of octet rule. But this is not an universal rule. It is not an universal rule. And some of the limitations of octet rule, in that first one is incomplete octet. Incomplete octet of the central atom. This is the first limitation of octet rule, that is incomplete octet of the central atom, or it is electron deficient molecules. Such type of compounds or molecules are called as electron deficient. Electron deficient molecules. Such type of compounds or molecules are called as electron deficient. Electron deficient means the number of electrons are less than that of 8. 8 electron kintanu enpa antandre kadime irtavu. In some molecules, the number of electrons around the central atom are less than 8 electron. Around the central atom, the number of electrons are less than 8 atom. This is especially the case with elements having less than 4 valence electron. Yavyav atom dolaga valence electrons less than 4 adavalla anta ella enpa antandre elements enpa andre forming incomplete octet. Or electron deficient molecules are formed by the elements having less than 4 valence electrons. The incomplete octet means electrons surrounded by central atom is less than 8 electron. Central atom the enpa antandre sutlu less than 8 electrons iddag enpa antandre incomplete octet, and this is generally observed in elements having less than 4 valence electrons. Less than 4 valence electrons yavyav atom dalli irtavalla alla kade enpa antandre incomplete octet enpa antandre formation. For example, let us consider lithium hydride, beryllium hydride, boron trifluoride, boron trichloride, aluminum trichloride, etc. In these type of compounds, the number of electrons surrounded by the central atom is always less than 8. For example, let us consider lithium hydride. Only 2 electrons duplate. Beryllium, two plus 2. Only 4 electrons are surrounded by the central beryllium. In case of boron trifluoride, the central boron is surrounded by only 6 electrons, and the valence electrons in lithium is 1, beryllium is 2, boron is 3. These are less than 4 valence electrons. ಇವೆಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ less than 4 electrons ಅದಾವ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ these type of compounds forming electron deficient compounds or molecules. This is the one of the limitation of octet rule, that is incomplete octet of the central atom. Then second one is odd electron molecules. In case of odd electron molecules such as nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide, these does not or not obeying octet rule. These are not obeying ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ octet rule. Not satisfying octet rule. Because these are incomplete octet. Here also the odd electron molecules such as nitric oxide NO, this is nitric oxide, another one is nitrogen dioxide. These two compounds, while writing the Lewis dot structure, first we count the total number of electrons available for writing the structure. In case of NO, oxygen 6 electron, valence electron adava, nitrogen ದೊಳಗೆ 11 electron, 11 ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This is nitrogen containing odd electron, and here 2 oxygen atoms, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 5, 17 electrons are there. Here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Here also the odd electron molecules not satisfying the octet rule. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ odd electron ಐತಿ, and these are unstable. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ here also the octet rule is not satisfied. Octet rule is not satisfied because of odd electron. 8 electron ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ 8 electron ಅದಾವ, ಬಟ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ less than 8 electrons. Then third one is the expanded octet. Next one is the expanded octet. In this expanded octet means these are electron rich molecules. Electron rich molecules or compounds. These are also called as hypervalent molecules. These are also called as hypervalent compounds. The molecules or compounds of expanded octets are called as hypervalent molecules. These type of expanded octets are generally occur elements in and beyond the third period of the periodic table. Apart from ns and np orbitals, there is an availability of n or n minus 1 d orbitals, and these are also involved in the bond formation, and due to the presence or availability of d orbitals, their covalency is expanded, and such type of elements occupies the more than 8 electrons in their valence shell. Such type of elements occupies or contains more than 8 valence electrons, and this type of elements form expanded octet. This type of elements form expanded octet. Illenagtadri elements contains more than 8 valence electrons. More than 8 valence electrons are present due to the presence of n or n minus 1 d orbitals. These are involved in bonding. And such type of compounds are expanded octet or electron rich molecules or hypervalent molecules or compounds. Examples for this is PCl5 or PF5. In these two compounds, in their valence shell, 10 electrons are there. The structure of this is around the central phosphorus, there are 5 chlorine or fluorine atoms are surrounded, and each fluorine and phosphorus and chlorine bond formation 2 electrons are shared, and there are total 10 electrons are shared between phosphorus and chlorine, and in their valence shell of phosphorus 10 electrons. Second example is SF6. In SF6, this is the structure of SF6. Around the central sulfur, there are 6 fluorine atoms are bonded, or there are 6 fluorine atoms are forming covalent bond with sulfur, and which contain 12 electrons in their valence shell. Then third example is H2SO4. The structure of H2SO4 is this is the structure of H2SO4. The central sulfur is surrounded by 4, 4, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 12 electrons. These are the examples for expanded octet. Expanded octets are generally occur the elements in and beyond the third period in the periodic table. Apart from ns and np orbitals, there is an availability of n or n minus 1 d orbitals. These are involving in bonding and their covalency is expanded to more than, and covalency is expanded and the number of electrons in their valence shell is more than 8 electrons, and due to the presence of d orbital, the number of valence electrons are more than 8 and the expanded octet is occur. These are the three important limitations of octet rule, and this octet rule does not explain the shape of the molecule. Shape of the molecule ಬಗ್ಗೆ explain ಮಾಡಿ, and this octet rule does not explain the stability as well as energy of the molecule, and this octet rule is basically the chemical inertness of noble gases. This explains the chemical inertness of noble gases, but in case of xenon and krypton, these two elements combines with more electronegative oxygen and fluorine, forming compounds like in case of xenon and krypton, these two elements combines with more electronegative fluorine and oxygen, forming compounds like krypton forms only one compound, that is krypton difluoride, and xenon forms a series of compounds XeF2, XeF4, XeF6, XeO3, XeO4, XeO2F2, XeOF4. These are the series of compounds are formed between fluorine and fluorine oxygen with xenon. These are the some of the limitations of octet rule. Octet rule ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇನರ್ಟ್ನೆಸ್ 8 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ದೊಳಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. 8 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಜೊತೆನೂ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ನೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ xenon and krypton, these are reacts with more electronegative fluorine and oxygen, gives a series of compounds. Krypton unda ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ compound formation, but xenon forms a series of compounds with fluorine and oxygen, and this is one of the limitation of octet rule. Okay, this is about octet rule. First one is incomplete. Incomplete means less than 8 electrons irtava. Odd electron system is the second one. Single electron irtadi, that is not satisfying the octet rule. Third one is expanded octet. Expanded means more than 8 electrons are present in their valence cell, or valence electrons are more than 8. These are generally observed in and beyond the third period of the periodic table. Because of the presence of d orbital, the covalency is expanded and these orbitals are involving in bonding, and the expanded octet is occur. Okay, examples are this. Okay, next we will start bond parameters. Next is bond parameter. What are the bond parameters? ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್, okay, resonance, then dipole moment, polarity. These are the bond parameters. We'll discuss one by one. The first one is bond length. What is bond length? Bond length is nothing but the distance between the two nuclei of the bonded atoms in a molecule. ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಅವು ಎರಡೂದ್ರ ನಡುವಿನ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೈ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ distance between nuclei of two bonded atoms in the molecule. That is nothing but bond length. Bond length is nothing but the distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in the molecule, that is nothing but bond length. Bond length is the distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in the molecule. ಅವೆರಡರ ನಡುವೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. And bond length, the each atom in the bonded pairs contribute the bond length. ಎರಡು ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, these two atoms contributed to the bond length, and bond length is obtained by adding atomic radii of the bonded atoms. Bond length is obtained by adding the atomic radii of bonded atoms. In covalent bond, the contribution of each atoms is called its ionic radii of that atom. Covalent bonding ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ contribution from each atoms is called covalent radii of that atom. Covalent bonding ದೊಳಗೆ covalent radii ದಿಂದ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ contribution ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Then bond length depends on some of the factors. What are the factors which affects the bond length? Factors affecting the bond length. Factors affecting the bond length. What are the factors? Bond length is nothing but the distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in the molecule is called bond length, and each atoms in the bond pairs contributed to the bond length, and bond length is obtained by adding the atomic radii of bonded atoms. And in covalent bond, the contribution from each of the atoms is covalent radii of that atom. And the factors affecting the bond lengths are, first one is size of atom. Size of atom. Size of the atom increases, bond length increases. Bond length increases with increase in the size of the atom. Size of the atom increase ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond length increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is explained on the basis of hydrogen halides. The hydrogen halide series, the bond order is like this. In hydrogen halides, the bond length order is HI, HBr, HCl, HF. Because iodine is larger size than bromine, bromine is larger size than chlorine, chlorine is larger size than fluorine. As the size of the atom increases, the bond length is also increases. This is the first factor. Then second one is the multiplicity of the bond. Multiplicity of bond. Bond length decreases with multiplicity of the bond. Multiplicity means between two atoms number of bonds increase ಆಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? That is nothing but multiplicity. Number of bonds increases, bond length ಏನಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತದ? Decrease ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Bond length decreases with the multiplicity of the bond. This was explained on the basis of alkane, alkene and alkyne. Alkane, alkene and alkyne means carbon carbon only one bond. Alkane means carbon carbon double bond. Alkyne means carbon carbon triple bond. The carbon carbon single bond is high bond length than carbon carbon double bond, and carbon carbon double bond length is more than that of carbon carbon triple bond. Is more than this and this. Between carbon carbon, the multiplicity increases, bond length decreases. One more important point is hybridization. One more very important point is type of hybridization or type of hybridization. In this case, this is based on S character. Greater the S character, shorter is the hybrid orbital and shorter the bond length. S character hang increase ಆಗ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ hybrid orbital the length ಏನು size ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Hybrid orbital size is decreases means bond length is also decreases. As the S character increases or greater the S character, greater the S character, shorter the hybrid orbitals, and hence shorter is the bond length. In case of CH bonds in sp3 carbon atom and CH bond in sp2 carbon atom and CH bond in sp3 carbon atoms are ಏನಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಈಗ ಏನದ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, sp3 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಯಾಸ್ ದ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ CH this carbon is sp3, this carbon is sp2 and this carbon atom is sp. As the S character increases, ಇಲ್ಲಿ highest S character 50% ಐತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 33%, ಸಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 50% ಅದ, 33% ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ 25%, 33, 50. as the s character increases bond short ಅಂದ್ರೆ sp3 carbon bonded hydrogen bond length is more than that of sp2 carbon bonded with hydrogen is less. ಹಿಂಗೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond distance is in this order. And one more very important point is the polar bond lengths are smaller than that of non-polar bond lengths. One more very important point is polar bond lengths smaller than the non-polar bond length. These are the some important points or factors which affects the bond length. Bond length is the distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in the molecule called bond length, and the bond length is each atom is contributed by bonding pairs, and this can be obtained by adding the atomic radii of bonded atoms. And some of the factors affecting the bond lengths are size of the atom, then multiplicity of the bond, type of the hybridization, as well as polarity of the bond. Polar bond lengths are smaller than that of non-polar bonds. Then second factor is bond angle. What is bond angle? The angle between the orbitals containing bonding electron pairs around the central atom in molecule or ion is called bond angle. Bond angle is only calculated by using bond pair electrons, orbitals of bond pair electrons, lone pair ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ not considered in the measuring bond angle. Only ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond pair electrons around the central atom ಅವತ್ರದ್ದು angle ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ that is nothing but bond angle. Angle between the orbitals containing bonding electron pairs around the central atom in the molecule or ion. This is nothing but bond angle. Bond angle is the angle between orbitals containing bonding electron pairs around the central atom in the molecule or ion is called bond angle. And bond angle is expressed in degrees. Degrees ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 120 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 109 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 28 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the bond angle is expressed in degrees. And stronger the or this bond angle is depends on some of the factors. The first point is as the s character increases, the bond angle increases. S character of the hybrid orbital increase ಆದಂಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ bond angle increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ. As s character of the hybrid orbital increases, bond angle is also increases. That is nothing but S character increases means alkene, alkyne and alkane consider ಮಾಡೋಣ. Here the bond angle is 180 degree. This is the S character ಎಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ 50% S character. That is sp hybrid orbital. Here bond angle is 120 degree. This is sp2 hybrid orbital, and in this case methane or simply ethane, the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. This is sp3 hybrid orbital. S character is from sp3 to sp increases. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ S character increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ. As the S character increases, bond angle increases. The second point is the bond length decreases due to the following order of electronic repulsion. Electronic repulsion ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ decreases due to the following order of electronic repulsions. What are the electronic repulsions? Lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair bond pair is greater than bond pair. These are the some of the electronic repulsions are observed in the molecules. Lone pair ittu antandra ಒಂದ lone pair ittu antandra there is an electronic repulsion between lone pair bond pair. There is no lone pair means only bond pair repulsion. Two lone pairs are present means lone pair repulsion is also present, lone pair bond pair is also present, and bond pair is also present. And due to this electronic repulsion, bond angle decreases. And one more very important point is if the electronegativity of the central atom decreases, bond angle decreases. If electronegativity of the central atom decreases, bond angle is also decreases. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, in that case what is the bond angle? The bond angle increases with decrease in the electronegativity of the surrounding atoms. Bond angle increases with decrease in the electronegativity of surrounding atoms. These are the important factors which affects the bond angle. ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ದೆನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನದ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದ electronegativity of the central atom decreases, bond angle decreases. In case of the central atom remains same, the bond angle increases with decrease in the electronegativity of the surrounding atoms. For example, examples for this is in case of water molecule, bond angle is 104.5 degree, and in case of ammonia, bond angle is 107 degree. In case of methane, as we already draw the structure, and the bond angle is 109.5 degree ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ 109 degree 28 minutes ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ. Here the bond normal, this is the normal tetrahedral bond angle. In this molecule only the bond pair electrons are present, no lone pairs, and the normal tetrahedral bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes or 109.5 degree. In case of ammonia, there is an electronic repulsion, one lone pair is present, and due to lone pair bond pair repulsion, bond angle is slightly decreases to the normal tetrahedral bond angle. And in case of water molecule, there are two lone pairs, lone pair repulsion is also present, lone pair as well as bond pair repulsions are present. These are the factors which affects the bond angle. Okay, and next coming to third one is bond enthalpy. Third bond parameter is bond enthalpy. In this, what is meant by bond enthalpy? This is the detailed explanation in thermodynamics topic, and we will discuss here also. What is meant by bond enthalpy? Bond enthalpy is nothing but the amount of energy required to break the bond between two bonded atoms of a particular type in gaseous state. That is nothing but bond enthalpy. The amount of energy required to break 1 mole of bond of a particular type between two bonded atoms in gaseous state is called bond enthalpy. Gaseous state dalli irbeku 1 mole of bond irbeku, avu eradu enpa andra particular type irbeku. That is nothing but bond enthalpy. Amount of energy required to break 1 mole of a particular bond between two atoms in a gaseous state. That is nothing but bond enthalpy. The amount of energy required to break 1 mole of bond of a particular type of a particular one mole of 1 mole of bond, sorry, one mole of bond of a particular type between two atoms in a gaseous state. That is nothing but bond enthalpy. It is the amount of energy required to break 1 mole of bond of a particular type between two atoms in a gaseous state. That is nothing but bond enthalpy anta. And this is expressed in kilojoule per mole. The bond enthalpy is expressed in kilojoule per mole, and this is also called as bond energy. Bond energy nu ant karitara, or bond dissociation enthalpy. Bond dissociation enthalpy or energy. ಈ ಮೂರು ಹೆಸರಿನಿಂದ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ और ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕು. ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗರ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅನ್ನ. ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, stronger the bond. Bond ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ strong in the molecule. And some of the examples for the bond dissociation enthalpy of molecules, diatomic molecules like H2, O2, N2 as well as heteronuclear diatomic molecule like HCl's are given in gaseous state. For example, first one is H2 is dissociated into gaseous hydrogen plus gaseous hydrogen, and the bond dissociation or bond enthalpy is plus 435.8 kilojoule per mole. 1 mole of H2 break into 2 gaseous hydrogen atom, this much amount of energy is required. In case of O2, between oxygen double bond is there, and it gets converted into 2 gaseous oxygen atoms. The bond energy is plus 498 kilojoule per mole. For N2, nitrogen gas is converted into 2 gaseous nitrogen atoms, and the bond energy is plus 943 kilojoule per mole. And lastly, gaseous HCl is dissociated into gaseous hydrogen and gaseous chlorine. The bond energy is plus 431 kilojoule per mole. These are the some of the bond energies of diatomic molecules. For polyatomic molecules, the bond energy is equal to mean or average of all the bonds present in that atom. For polyatomic molecules, the bond energy or bond enthalpy is the mean or average of all the bonds present in the molecule. For example, in case of CH4 molecule, it gets converted into gaseous carbon plus 4 gaseous hydrogen. Hb is 1666 or 65 kilojoule per mole energy is required. In this case, all the 4 carbon hydrogen bonds are equal, and this is the average of one CH bond, and this is 416 kilojoule per mole. ಒಂದು ಸಿ ಎಚ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೀವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, ಇಂಟು 4 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಆರ್ ಮೀನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ CH4. ಬಾಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ದ 4 CH ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್, ಬಟ್ ದ one cleavage of one CH bond, this much amount of energy is required. Okay, and some of the important points, the bond energy increases with increase in the percentage of S character. Bond enthalpy or energy increases with increase in the percentage of S character. Percentage of S character increases means, for example, carbon carbon single bond, carbon carbon double bond and carbon carbon triple bond. Here S character is more, then S character is decreases from this to this. The amount of energy required in this order. The cleavage of carbon carbon bonds in alkane, alkene and alkyne is in this order because the bond enthalpy increases with increase in the S character. And another point is bond energy increases with increase in bond order. Bond order means the number of bonds between two atoms. Bond order ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond energy ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. One more very important point is bond enthalpy or bond energy decreases with increase in the number of lone pair of electrons. Of the bonded atom. Bonded atoms ಒಳಗೆ lone pair of electrons ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಂಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the bond energy decreases. This is for example the number of lone pairs in fluorine is ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ more and which is ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ highly electronegative element and lone pair repulsion takes place and this bond is ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ weaker. ಈ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. The bond energy of F2 is less than that of Cl2 as well as ClBr. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು lone pair repulsion is more and this FF bond becomes weaker. The number of lone pairs increases, bond energy decreases because of the repulsion of electron pairs. Then fourth one is bond order. Bond order is nothing but the number of bonds between two atoms. Bond order is nothing but number of bonds between two bonded atoms. Number of bonds between two bonded atoms or two atoms in the molecule. That is nothing but bond order. Bond order is nothing but number of bonds between two atoms in the molecule. That is nothing but bond order. This is we already know the in Lewis dot structure the bond order is somewhat we know. In this case, for example, some of the molecules and its bond order. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡು. H2, O2, N2, CO. Hydrogen only one bond is present, single bond, that is bond order is 1. Oxygen double bond, ಇಲ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ HH only one bond, oxygen double bond order is 2. Nitrogen between nitrogen triple bond order is 3 and carbon monoxide bond order is also 3. And In case of isoelectronic molecules and ions having identical bond order, isoelectronic species are nothing but these species having similar number of electrons same ಇರಬೇಕು ಅವಕ್ಕ isoelectronic. iso means same. isoelectronic means same number of electrons ಇರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ isoelectronic species ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. isoelectronic molecules and ions having identical bond order. For example, let us consider these are the isoelectronic molecules or ions bond order. Molecules like F2 and O2 2 minus. These two are the isoelectronic, this is isoelectronic molecule and this is isoelectronic ion. These two having same bond order, that is 1. O2 ದೊಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ bond order is 1. O2 minus ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1.5. O2 2 minus means bond order is 1. Another case, N2 CO NO2 plus. These are also isoelectronic species, sorry, NO plus. CO carbon monoxide, then nitrogen and NO plus, these are the isoelectronic species and in this bond order is 3. And one more very important point in the bond order is, as the bond order increases, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, bond order increases, bond length decreases. Bond length decreases means bond energy increases, then the stability increases. These are the very important points. Bond order ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond length ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Bond length ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ bond energy is more. To break the bond between two atoms, more amount of energy is required and the stability is more. Under a normal condition, its stability is more. This is the bond order. Bond order dalli enpa antandre these are the some important points. We discussed 4 bond parameters. First one is bond length, bond angle, bond enthalpy and bond order. These are the some important points in bond parameters, and next class we will discuss some other bond parameters like polarity of the bond, that is explained on the basis of dipole moment, and resonance. These are also affects the covalent bonding, or variations are coming in the covalent bond. Okay, we will discuss next class. Thank you.